Hello, my name is Delaney Dean, and today I will be speaking with you on why or why not transgender athletes should be allowed to compete. While this topic may be very controversial, there are points to both sides of this argument. Dennis Wiesman says that if we were to allow this, it could end women's sports as we know it. However, SportsMed states that transgender athletes don't have any advantages at any point during their transition, and some people say they don't know. Most people don't look into this topic as much as they should, but as a female athlete, this topic needs to be further discussed. First, why should they be allowed to compete? Growing up, everyone was told to treat each other the way they wanted to be treated. The same goes for this topic and many others today. The LGBTQ+ community wants to be treated the same as everyone else. This group of people really struggle with acceptance and feeling loved. Will taking away something they love help with that? No, it won't. According to Al Yassari, you finally get the opportunity to be a part of a sport you dedicated hours of training for, only to be told you can't participate because someone said it isn't fair. Al Yassari makes a great point in stating what she said. Can you imagine being put in this position? Unfortunately for their situation, they get told this a lot, but what they haven't done is taking into consideration their opponent's feelings toward this topic. Secondly, how does this decision affect female athletes? While people see this as unfair for transgender women, it also isn't fair for their opponents. We can see that transgender women put in a lot of hard work for their sport, but so do cisgender women. It is unfair to allow a transgender athlete to compete against them for various reasons. Kim explains, the council said they ultimately decided to prioritize fairness and the integrity of the female competition over inclusion. These women have been putting in countless hours of work just for a man to come in and steal the show. When certain sports approve this ruling, women are robbed of victories and opportunities. Lastly, why shouldn't transgender athletes be allowed to compete? If we really think deeply about this topic, we are able to see that more people are affected negatively by allowing them to compete. This rule will be doing a disservice to women in sports. It is truly unfair for these women because of the hard work they put into their sport. If it wasn't a big deal and there wasn't a difference between the performance, they wouldn't be separated in the first place. According to Collins, and the reason for that is simple and obvious. Males have a physical advantage over females in athletics. As someone who is very competitive in track and field, it would be extremely unfair to have a transgender woman compete in the women's events. I have always been someone who has treated others with respect and understanding, but this is a topic that I just can't get behind. For example, throwing implements are smaller and lighter for the women's competition. If men were to compete with the women, they would have an extreme advantage. In conclusion, for the fact that all these women will be affected by this ruling, we should not get behind this decision. Making it legal for transgender women to compete with women is not fair for those who have spent hours upon end trying to get better. While it makes things difficult for transgender women, it will make things even harder for cisgender women in athletics. Thank you.